It started as a routine school patrol. Officer Daniels, a seasoned school resource officer with 10 years under his belt, walked the corridors of Millstone High with his trusted K-9 partner, Rex, a 6-year-old German shepherd known for his sharp instincts and unwavering loyalty. They'd been through drills, lockdowns, and real-life incidents. But nothing, not even the toughest scenarios, prepared Daniels for what would unfold that September morning. Millstone High buzzed with teenage chatter, the slap of sneakers against linoleum, lockers clanking open and shut. The start of the day was ordinary in every way. Students trickled in, teachers prepared their lessons, and the intercom welcomed everyone back after a long weekend. Daniels and Rex had begun their usual hallway sweep, nodding to familiar faces. Everything seemed calm. But as they turned the corner toward the sophomore wing, Rex suddenly stopped. He didn't sniff the floor or pause to scratch. He froze. Tail rigid. Ears forward. Nose lifted. His body tensed in a way that Daniels recognized immediately, not confusion, not distraction. Alert! Daniels followed his gaze. A girl, barely 15, was walking down the hall. Alone. Backpack dragging behind her. Her name was Lily Hart. Rex let out a low growl. Daniels tried to redirect him, using their practiced commands. Heel. Move. Let's go. But Rex didn't budge. Instead, he inched toward Lily, nose twitching, growl deepening. It wasn't aggression. It was something different. Protective. Urgent. Daniels stepped forward quickly. Lily, hey, hold on, he said calmly. She froze mid-step. Her eyes flicked to Rex, then to Daniels, and in that split second, something shattered behind them like a mask slipping. Please, she whispered. Don't. If you believe in second chances, the loyalty of animals, or the power of unseen kindness, please take a moment to like this video, comment your thoughts, share with someone who might need hope today, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. These stories deserve to be shared. You help make that happen. Lily wasn't a student most teachers could pick out of a crowd. She sat in the back. She didn't raise her hand. She never got into trouble. But that wasn't because things were easy. In fact, her life was quietly falling apart. After her parents died in a tragic car crash a year ago, she'd been placed with her aunt, an emotionally distant woman who saw Lily more as a burden than a child. Home was cold. Meals were inconsistent. Medical needs were often ignored. The world outside didn't know any of this. Lily worked hard to hide it. Daniels crouched near Rex and opened Lily's backpack, trying to figure out what the dog was reacting to. Inside, beneath notebooks and a rolled-up hoodie, he found a small locked metal container. Rex barked, sharp and quick. Daniels asked gently, Lily, what's in here? She hesitated, tears filling her eyes. Insulin, she said. I was going to take it later. I didn't want anyone to see. She stumbled back a step and then collapsed. What happened next shook the school to its core. Lily had dangerously low blood sugar. She'd been trying to manage type 1 diabetes without consistent medical support. That morning, she'd skipped breakfast. Her vision was blurring. Her body was shutting down. If Rex hadn't intervened at that moment, Lily might have slipped into a coma, or worse. The nurse administered an emergency glucose shot while Daniels radioed for an ambulance. Rex, meanwhile, refused to leave Lily's side. Even when EMTs arrived, he placed himself between her and the gurney until Daniels gave him a soft pat and whispered, "She's safe now, buddy." News of the incident spread like wildfire. But the story that really captured hearts wasn't just about Lily's medical emergency, it was about why the dog disobeyed his training. You see, Rex had never been trained to detect blood sugar changes. He was a narcotics and tracking dog. But something in Lily's scent, or maybe just her fragile energy, triggered a response. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe it was love. Whatever it was, he knew something no one else did. This girl was slipping through the cracks. As Lily recovered in the hospital, Daniels visited her. Rex came too, wagging his tail gently as Lily smiled for the first time in days. They sat for hours in quiet company. Lily opened up, slowly. She talked about her parents, the emptiness of her new home, the loneliness at school. Daniels listened, really listened. And something shifted. The school administration stepped in. Lily's story moved the principal to tears. The counselors began regular check-ins. A local diabetic care group offered supplies, mentorship, and support. Donations poured in from the community. Even Rex's vet offered free health screenings for Lily's condition. And Daniels, well, he did something unexpected. He applied to have Rex cross-trained in diabetic alert response. The program was costly. But he used his own savings. Because sometimes heroes wear badges. And sometimes, they walk on 4 legs. Rex began shadowing Lily in the school halls during certain periods. He became her anchor, her protector. Students who once ignored her now saw her. Spoke to her. Invited her into their groups. Lily joined the school's art club and painted a stunning mural in the library of a girl and a dog, sitting side by side, watching the sun rise over a quiet hill. But not everything was easy. There were still moments when Lily struggled. Days when the grief clawed at her. Nights when her condition felt overwhelming. But now, she wasn't alone. On the days when it was too much, she'd lie beside Rex, bury her face in his fur, and whisper, "You saved me." And he'd nudge her gently, eyes calm and steady, like he understood every word. The bond between them inspired the entire town. The local news covered their story. A short documentary was made and shown at a regional conference for school safety. Letters came in from across the country, kids with diabetes, grieving teens, struggling families, all touched by a dog who refused to follow orders because he felt something deeper than training could teach. Daniels, once just a school top in the background, became a local hero himself. But he always redirected the praise. It was Rex, he'd say. He saw her when no one else did. The story ends not with fanfare or fame, but with a small, quiet moment that says everything. 1 year after that hallway incident, Lily stood on stage at a school assembly. She was presenting a scholarship in her parents' name awarded to a student who showed resilience in the face of hardship. Her voice shook, but she smiled. Rex sat beside her, wearing a small medal on his collar. "I used to feel invisible," she said. "But someone saw me. And it wasn't because I asked for help. It was because he refused to walk past me." The crowd stood in silence. And then applause broke out, not just for Lily, not just for Rex, but for the reminder that no one is truly invisible if someone, just one being, cares enough to stop, look, and see. If this story moved you, if you believe in the healing power of animals, the strength of the unseen, and the quiet victories of the soul, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it today, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. These are the stories that matter. Special request, please comment below if you or someone you know has ever been saved emotionally, physically, or spiritually by a pet or unexpected act of compassion. Your voice might help someone feel seen today.